What's the deal, my people? Teflon in the building. And Game of Thrones long night is finally over. And this is my Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 2 preview and breakdown of it. Game of Thrones is back, and I could not be happier. And we are going to break down exactly what is going on in this next upcoming episode. But before I do that, I need something from you. We are going for it all. I mean, all the marbles, and that is for that silver play button. We're dreaming big, but I know we can get there together. And all you gotta do to help a brother out is hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new Game of Thrones video. Let's do this. So this episode starts off where we left off, and that's basically Jaime Lannister on trial. But before we get into Jaime Lannister on trial, I must say that Bran Stark is a creepy motherfucker. Every time Bran just pops out of nowhere. He's just there all this time. I don't understand it. Where the hell is Bran Stark getting around so quickly? How does he just pop out of nowhere? It just seems that, poop, Bran is here, just staring at you. I'm like, geez, what are you staring at me for, bruh? What's it gotta be like that? I mean, he's just got this deadpan look on his face, but that's another video. Anyway, we see the trial of Jaime Lannister, and who is the man who predicted that Jaime Lannister would be put on trial before this season started? That was your boy, the Don Tony Teflon. And I will put the link to this video in the cards at the end of this video and in the description if you're interested in seeing how I predicted that trial would end. But when dealing with this trial and what we're seeing in this preview, it seems that a lot of this next upcoming video is going to focus on this trial of Jaime Lannister. It seems that this is something that Sansa Stark and Daenerys Targaryen can both get behind, is trying to execute Jaime Lannister. Maybe Tyrion will defend him as his lawyer, and maybe Jaime will go for trial by combat. I don't know, but I do give a prediction in that other video, so check that out. I won't say it here. But I just don't see how they can focus so much on this trial, a whole episode on this trial, when they know the White Walkers are coming, and that is the ultimate threat. So how long they spend on it, I don't know, but from the preview, it does seem like they spend an awful lot of time dealing with this trial of Jaime Lannister. It also seems that Sansa Stark is defending Jaime Lannister. Now, I don't know if she's actually defending Jaime Lannister or she's just using this opportunity to take a snipe at Daenerys. Because we can see that this chick does not like Daenerys. You know, a lot of people, they said that, hey, Sansa's going to bend the knee to Daenerys. She's just going to accept her. But it does not seem to be the case whatsoever. Sansa Stark wants power, and she wants power bad, and she's not trying to give up power. And now we see that Arya Stark is on her side, because in episode 1, Arya says that Sansa's the smartest woman that she has ever met. So, you know, Sansa seems like to be doing a power play here by saying that Daenerys was wrong to also trust Cersei Lannister, so she should be held accountable also. I think that this is the sign, people, that we are seeing the transition of Sansa Stark from becoming this Lordess, or whatever you want to call her, the Lady of Winterfell, to becoming the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms when this is all said and done. I think that this is what this is foreshadowing, and that's what's going to happen by the time this is all said and done. But she does not like Daenerys. I didn't think it would be this bad or this much tension between them, but it seems to be an awful lot, and we shall see exactly how this plays out. Next, we see some forging of weapons, and we see Jorah Mormont get Sam Tarly's family sword, Heartsbane, which has to be extremely hard for Sam to do. We've seen how hard he took his father and his brother being killed by Daenerys, being executed by Daenerys. So it's got to be extremely hard for him to give this sword up to Daenerys' right-hand man, even though this is the guy he cured a grayscale and they have some history and he knows his father. Maybe that's the reason why they can reconcile when it's all said and done with Daenerys and Sam, but Sam did take that extremely hard. After that, we see more shots that we've seen from the trailer, and it seems that all the shots from the trailer basically came from this episode up and coming that we're seeing right now, and that is Jon and Daenerys in the crypts of Winterfell. And it seems that Jon is going to tell Daenerys that he is Rhaegar's son, or maybe he's going to tell. It seems like that's what he's contemplating at this particular time. We shall see if he tells Daenerys that he is Rhaegar's son and that he is the rightful king, and we will see exactly how Daenerys takes it. Listen, Daenerys is in a mean mood with Jaime Lannister, so I do not know exactly what's going to go on there when he breaks the news to her, but it seems like that's exactly what's going to happen. We get a very quick shot of Arya Stark with a bow. It seems that this is all building up to episode 3. And I don't want to say that this episode is a filler episode just to get us to episode 3, but that's what it seems to be. I don't like it, but we shall see. Because Tormund comes to Jon, and he's basically going to tell Jon everything that he has seen. He's most likely going to tell him how he's seen the kid dead hanging on the wall, and then tell him how far the Night's King is. And the Night's King is going to be here very shortly. And that's the reason why I don't think they can have too big of a deal with this whole Jaime Lannister thing, because as Bran said before when the episode first started, we have no time for this. I don't know how all of a sudden they are going to have time to put Jaime Lannister on trial and take a whole episode to clear that mess up. We then see the weapons they're going to use to defend themselves versus the Night's King, the trebuchet, and after that we see clips that we have seen in the trailer. Like I said earlier, it seems like a lot of the clips from the trailer that we've seen are all from this episode, and that is them getting ready for war. We're not going to see the actual battle in this next upcoming episode. It's most likely going to end the way it started, with the horse's foot, the dead horse's foot, and that's how this episode most likely is going to end, because it's all building up to this Battle of Winterfell. And I'm hoping that the showrunners are not putting all their eggs in one basket and thinking that by having a great Battle of Winterfell, it's going to wipe away anything else that they do. I really would like to see a lot more of this story fleshed out, if they're going to do that, because it just seems like they're just trying to get us to this Battle of Winterfell as fast as they possibly can. And let me tell you something, people, 6 episodes is not a long time. Once this next episode goes by, this season's gonna be just about over, I'm telling you. But you tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think that this next upcoming episode is just a filler to get us to the Battle of Winterfell, or are we going to be shown something that is unexpected? As always, leave your thoughts and your predictions and all your theories in the comment section, and I will answer all the questions that you put out there. And as always, subscribe so we can hit that gold. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace! And stay sexy.